Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about Thevenin's theorem. So Thevenin's theorem states that any linear two-terminal circuits can be replaced by a equivalent circuit consisting of voltage source in series with an impedance where the voltage source is open circuit voltage terminal and ZTH is the input impedance or equivalent impedance at the terminal where the independent source is there. So this is the circuit having 8 volt voltage source, 47 ohm, 18 ohm, 8.2, 22 and 1 ohm, and this one is RL. This can be converted to the circuit. So in our lab, we are having 3.3 now. So I am just removing the 8.2 to 3.3. So this can be converted to this circuit. The voltage source VTH and RTH and the RLC. So we have to prove this theorem. So that is our aim, to prove this theorem. So first what we are doing is, first we are finding out the calculation part. So Thevenin's theorem, equivalent resistance and equivalent voltage we are calculating by calculation. So calculation part, first we have to remove the RL load and then find the voltage across A and B terminal. This A and B terminal you have to find the voltage. Then the source is short circuited, then find out the ZTH. So VTH and RTH we have to find out, then do the experiment. So then comes the experiment part. That is the Thevenin's theorem procedure. So this one is the power supply. This is actually Instack power supply. These two channel are there and this one is third channel. Third channel is constant 5 volt supply. And these two channels, this channel 2 and channel 1, these having 30 volt, 0 to 30 volt you can change. This is the power on button. These two channels you can change a voltage from 0 to 30 volt. Maximum 30 volt we can change, and it can change the current also. So slowly adjusting can change the maximum up to 30 volts. This is actually I am connecting channel 2. Channel 2 you can load up to 30 volt. The channel 1 also you can change up to 30 volts. So that is the voltage terminal, and this one is the current terminal. So current you can change. So if the output is not on, this output is on means the green light will glow. If the output is not on, the supply will not come outside through these wires. So now the output is off. Now I am checking the voltage using a multimeter. So multimeter is in voltage mode. That is multimeter we have to connect in voltage mode. Voltage and common terminal we have to connect. Then output is on means whatever voltage is there, it will show here. 4.3 volt is applied, 4.3 volt is showing here. So output is off means it will go. 0 volt it will show. That is open circuit will show. So be careful that you have to turn on the output. Now this one is the breadboard. Breadboard, this extreme end two lines, these two lines from here to here it is connected, and these terminals it is connected cross. So you can see from the back side this terminal from here to here, this extreme end, these two are connected here to here, and then gap is there, and this one here to here only, each is single lines. So these are short circuited lines, so this point is same. So like that here also this point is same and this point is same, and from here to here it is same. Okay, so now we have to connect the circuit. First this one is, suppose this is breadboard, and these two lines are commonly connected from this point to this central line, and then another two. like this single points are there. So these are short circuited internally. So take a resistor. So resistor will be like something like this. So you have to connect one point here and another point to here. So like this only you have to connect. For next connection, from this point you have to take, because these two are short circuit. In this point you have to take, then 18 ohm and 3.3 ohm. This point, two circuits are there. So from here onwards you have to select next one, and next one also you have to select from here. This point, this terminal, this entire terminal you can select it. So like this only the breadboard connection you have to do. So you be careful that these points are short circuited. If you are connecting one terminal here and another here, that is open circuit only. The resistance won't be the part of the circuit. So be careful that the terminals, this common terminal you have to connect, and another one is connected to here. Here on some points will be there. Entire points you have to connect from here to here. And if you want to use next items, you have to short circuit here. This point you have to short circuit. So now you have to find the RTH, means you have to short circuit this terminal. This point to this point short circuit, and by using a multimeter in ohm mode, you have to measure the distance. Multimeter in ohm mode, and you have to measure the RTH. So multimeter you will get the RTH voltage, RTH resistance. Sorry, RTH resistance you will get. Now you remove the short circuit and connect the voltage source. That is 8-volt power supply you have to connect. Plus to here and negative to this short circuit terminal. And put it in voltage mode, you will get voltage VTH. So multimeter you have to do it with DC voltage, because we are using DC. So multimeter in the DC voltage mode and measure the voltage. Then you will get VTH. So VTH you are finding out and RTH you are finding out. Now you have to do the load. So you use load, different load resistance, and measure the voltage and current and fill the tabular column. That is the procedure. Then you have to do for the equivalent circuit verification. So from this point you will get VTH and RTH, and you have to change the resistance and find out the current and voltage. So a load resistance you have to use for 3-volt load resistance, and find out the voltage and the current. So for the current measurement, you have to connect the multimeter in series. Current measurement, you have to connect the multimeter in series. Voltage measurement, multimeter in parallel. So you remove these things from connecting ammeter in series and voltmeter in parallel. So ammeter in series means you have to connect a load resistance, then connect the multimeter in ammeter mode, ampere mode, that is connected in series. So this ammeter is now connected in series, and across the load, those two terminals, you have to connect the multimeter in voltage mode. So voltage mode you are connected to load terminal parallelly, and seriously you have to connect the ammeter. Then you will get the voltage across the load and the current going through the load. And you have to change the load for different values and note down the readings. That is the procedure. Is it clear for you now? Now I will show you how to do it in breadboard. So I am just taking resistor 47 ohm, 18, 3.3, 22, 1 ohm and 3 load resistance. So I am going to connect these things in the breadboard. So breadboard is this one. So these points are same. This point up to here it is same. This point from here to here it is same. This is a gap. This point is here it is a gap. From here to here only one terminal. This one line and this is another line. So now I am segregating a resistor 47 ohm, 22 ohm, 3.3, 18, 1 ohm. Like that I am segregating. And from there I can connect it easily. So you can use color coding for measuring these things. Use color code for finding out the resistance values. So otherwise you can check it using multimeter also, no problem. So these many resistors are required. I am going to connect. So insert one terminal deep and connect it to another point in the breadboard. Next to the same point from the same line, that is this line. This line I am connecting. So this line I have to connect the other resistor and I am connecting down here. From this point another connection also will be there, and that is going to next point. So next point I am connecting another resistance to here, and you have to short circuit these two terminals. That is the only point you have to do. Then last resistor I am connecting. So now I have to short circuit these 2 points. Now I have to connect the last 1 ohm resistor. So connection for finding out RTH is ready. So from this point to here, here to here. So like this you have to connect simple circuit only. So you can compare these two from here to here 47 ohm, from here to here 18 ohm, from here these three terminals are equal, from here to here 3.3, again 22 here and 1 ohm from this terminal. These three are equal here. Now you have to short circuit here and here. This supply line you have to short circuit. So take a wire from 47 and connect it to this terminal. Take a wire and connect it to these terminals are equal. Now I have to find out the resistance across this AB terminal. So resistance you have to put it in ohm mode and connect across these 2 points. Then you will get the RTH value. So now it will show around 10.4 something. So if it is 10.4, like that it will show. It is now 11.2 because the resistance are 5%. You can, the tolerance will be there. So you find out the resistance whatever you are getting. Now you have to connect the supply. 8 volt supply you have to connect. So take the supply lines and connect to the terminals and adjust the supply to 8 volt. So that is connecting 1.2 ground and another one to the supply line. 47 ohm and put it in voltage mode and adjust this voltage to 8.0. Now output you have to turn it on. Output turn it on and measure the voltage across the output. That is showing 1.286. So that is VTH value, and RTH also you are finding out. Now the experiment you have to do it for 3 load resistance and measure the voltage across the load and the current across the load. So I am putting it in current mode and change it to DC current and connect in series with the load terminal. Then measure the voltage parallelly for measuring the voltage across the load. That we have to do. So take two wires for connecting. So seriously you connect it. Seriously you connect it. So one terminal to ground, another to somewhere here, and 1 ohm from there. You connect the first load, and across the load, that is parallel to that load, you have to connect a voltmeter, and seriously you have to connect a ammeter. Then you will get the resistance value. So turn it on, then you will get the current value. Current value is showing in the ammeter, and put the voltage mode and connect parallel to the resistance. You will get the resistance across the resistance voltage value. So find out the voltage value and the current value. So parallelly you connect it using two wires. So you take two wires and parallelly you can connect it. Then you will get the voltage value 1.088, and the current value you are getting from the ammeter. So this is how this experiment is doing. Now change the load resistance and do it for another two more resistor. So I am changing now the load resistance. Take the load resistance and connect this one. You have to be careful that earlier connected 2 points only you have to connect. If some other point you are connecting, that is open circuit, you will not get any readings. So now I am getting the reading 0.03 ampere as current and voltage as 0.977. Next I am changing another resistance value. So you do it for three resistance. Resistance value you note it down and take the readings. So third resistance I am getting a current of 0.005. So voltage will be 1.275. So like that you can do it. Now these three resistance we have to verify. So equivalent circuit we have to verify. So for finding the equivalent circuit, so equivalent circuit you know that VTH in series with RTH. So we have to make a RTH value. RTH value we are calculated 10.4 and VTH is 1.21 something like that. So equivalent circuit you have to do. So in the rheostat you adjust the resistance value to the RTH, and from the power supply you adjust the voltage value to the VTH. So rheostat you connect it, then power supply. So rheostat you are connecting to the two terminal on breadboard, and then connect the power supply. And seriously you have to connect it using VTH value only. You have to do it for power supply, positive terminal, and in series with this one, the load resistance that we are used earlier. Then complete the circuit. use the multimeter in series for measurement of ammeter, and voltage you have to find out using across the load terminal. You have to find out using a multimeter in voltage mode. So this is the equivalent circuit verification. So that is the next tabular column. Same resistance you have to use whatever you are done for earlier. Load voltage and load current, what you are finding out earlier, you have to do it. That is this experiment. So VTH and RTH and RL you have to do. So this is the rheostat. So I am checking the rheostat resistance value. This one I can change it from, this is actually 300 ohm 1 ampere resistance. Now I am connected and adjusted to 10.6. So 10.6 is now the rheostat value. You can change the rheostat values from 0 to maximum 100. So this is how it is changing, and these two terminals you are connecting and the wires here and here, and here you have to adjust the power supply to VTH value. So I am connected these strings here, and from these two wires I am connecting, and my resistance here is 10.6. And the earlier whatever you are used for load resistance, you use those load resistance, and seriously you connect the ammeter, and parallelly you connect the voltmeter. Seriously you connect the ammeter, and parallelly you connect the voltmeter. So seriously I am connecting the ammeter now, and now I'm connecting the parallelly the voltmeter. So rheostat two wires are these things. You can connect this. Now it is connected in ammeter mode. So seriously I am connected, and now I have to connect parallelly to the load resistance voltmeter. Parallelly I have to connect, and I have to adjust the power supply to 1.2 volt. That is your VTH. So output you have to turn it on. Then whatever readings you are getting earlier, you have to get those things because the load is not changed. Some error might be there because of we are doing with the circuit and the equivalent. Small change will be there. That is due to the resistance heating and other. So we have to change for 3 resistance, whatever you are used earlier. You have to change it for 3 times. So you will get almost all the reading same. So this is how you have to do the Thevenin's theorem, and all the theorem part is same procedure only. Only that power supply you have to change, and other things remain same. How to do the circuit and other things. You have to verify these things. That is only a requirement. So thank you for watching this video. Any doubts, all are welcome.